Welcome back to the Kane and Day Show. I'm your host, Kane. You can find me on Twitter at Killing Kane and YouTube at Killing Kane. We stream here now and again, but they're sporadic right now. But come through. We play COD with the boys, some Rocket League with the co-host here. Speaking of my co-host, let's introduce him. You know him. You love him. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name's Dave. You can find me on Twitter at Realdaygaming1. Follow the show on Twitter, Kane and Day Show.
Just do it already. Just do it. We want to talk to you guys.
True.
I swear, we're somewhat intelligent people sometimes. At least this guy is. That guy is.
I'm accredited university.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I'm just a guy who talks sports. So what are we talking about today?
Week 13.
Week 13. Another weird week in the books. Love to see it. So, coming in to week 13, there's a lot of questions. And a lot of weird stuff did happen. You had a lot of key injuries that came through.
A lot of injuries.
Yeah.
Week.
Probably the most notable, Jimmy G breaking his foot, done for the year. Also, the Rams have really no other options, so they went and picked up Baker Mayfield, who was cut earlier today.
There's a chance he might come back, though. Jimmy G might come back.
Yeah,
he doesn't need surgery.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see that now. All right. But let's get into it. So, to kick it all off on the 1st of December, you had the Bills and the Patriots play. And the Patriots looked sorry. They looked bad. Matt Patricia should not be their offensive coordinator. He is a defensive coach. Don't know what Bill's thinking. You could see the frustration on Mac Jones' face, screaming at him from the sideline, sitting on the bench. Mac Jones is just screaming.
Yeah, it was bad. Not competitive.
You know what? I do think that Mac Jones is good. I think he'll just be good his entire career. He's not going to be that next level guy. He's just going to be there. He's going to be the Patriots quarterback probably for a good 15 years.
Well, the problem is he's catching Bill at the end of his lifespan.
Right.
And way to put it.
Maybe with a new head coach in that system, who knows what will really happen. The next head coach is going to be Bill Belichick 2.0. They're not going to give it to any of the guys they probably have on roster. They're going to give it to an established gentleman. But they need a change. Their defense, well, I know it's.
Their defense played fine. 24 to the Bills is fine.
Right.
But it's their offense that's been hurting them, and it's like, look, they beat the Jets, but yeah, they had a defensive score. Well, special team score. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have an offensive score.
Well, let's get into these stat wise. I with you on the offense. Under 200 yards passing, not a good day, especially for a team that has been known to throw the rock. 22 for 36, 195 and a touchdown. It's not a terrible day. But, you want more. The big thing, right, is they have a slew of running backs.
Didn't use them.
They used Ramondre Stevenson when they have Damian Harris and somebody else back there. They've got 3 guys that could run the ball.
Damian Harris was questionable today.
But Ramondre Stevenson, 10 for 54. It's not pretty.
They weren't even on the field. They only ran 46 plays. 50, sorry. Quick math.
Wow.
They only ran 50 plays.
I did not realize that all of these names. Marcus Jones, never heard of him. Tyquan Thornton, never heard of him.
Okay. I heard Jacoby.
I've heard Jacoby Myers, Nelson Aguilar, Devonta Parker, Kendrick Bourne, Henry Hunter,
Yeah,
Jonnu Smith. Know all those guys. Those top 2 guys, I have no idea.
It's just, they had one 48-yard catch, the other one was for 2 yards. So, like, that's such a skewed stat. It's just, they can't move the ball. And that's their problem.
It's a huge problem. And I just, next year, you're getting a new, OC.
Hopefully.
You just put Matt back on the defensive side.
Yeah.
He's thrived. He's thrived as a coordinator.
Yeah.
That's where his bread and butter is. Same thing with Josh McDaniels. Bring him back.
Can't. Raiders won't let him go. They can't let him go, actually.
Yeah. I don't know, man. They
don't have the money to let him go. He's stuck.
That's so unfortunate. But this Patriots team needs a new look next year. They really do. And I think Mac Jones will do fine.
They'll make some changes. Some massive changes.
I think they actually bring a pass catcher in too.
Hopefully.
And that'd be the deal or the dream. Let's go over to
with the way they're going, they might get that receiver from Ohio State.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if he could do what Garrett and Olave are doing, Olave, however you say it.
Olave.
If he could do what they're doing, that's great.
Right.
That's what he needs.
Let's go over to the Bills side. Josh Allen, kind of getting back into the rhythm, of being who he is. 22 for 33, 223 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Didn't throw any interceptions this week. That's a huge, huge, huge positive in my book. Because when Josh Allen is turning the ball over, it does not matter how many yards he has. If he throws picks, he looks bad.
Yeah, that's true. That's why they almost lost to the Lions.
Yeah. James Cook, Devin Singletary, getting this offensive, rushing attack going. It's a good game for Josh Allen. He ran 8 times, but got 20 yards. Don't need to be running so much. You're a goddamn tree, but trees fall sometimes.
Even Cam Newton.
Yeah. James Cook.
They were balanced.
Yeah. That is balanced.
33 and 37. It's balanced.
James Cook led the way with 64 yards. Devin Singletary had 51 and a touchdown. Stephon Diggs, you always see his name pop up when we look at this Bills team. And as you keep saying, that Vikings and Bills trade is probably one of the most fair trades of all time. Because, dude, Stephon Diggs does everything for that team. I'm seeing Isaiah McKenzie pop up a little more. Gabe Davis, though, still just... he appears and then he disappears just as quick.
That's true.
James Cook on the day had a net of 100 yards. Fantastic out of him because they have so much faith in him being Dalvin's brother that he needs.
You have to have some faith.
Yeah, and you know what? These last couple of weeks, you've seen his name pop up there at the top of their boards, and I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that he will round out this running back room that they have. I mean, hey, Naheem Hines, first time I've seen him have any rushing attempts for negative yards. But hey, this is the first time they threw him out there to run the ball.
Yeah.
But you have Stephon Diggs sitting there at 792 and a touchdown. Sam McKenzie, 5 for 44. James Cook, 6 for 41. Naheem Hines finally got some positive yardage. 1 for 21. And Gabe Davis is just there. Caught a touchdown, but he was just there.
Yeah. It didn't take much to win, so.
It's, you're coming into this week wondering how that defense is going to look without Von Miller for some time. They looked good. Mm-hmm. They held Patriots to 10 points. I mean, and then this Patriots team isn't bad by any stretch of the means,
They're not bad, but they're not good right now.
Right.
Compared to the rest of the other three. Well, Bills and Dolphins. Just Bills and Dolphins.
Yeah. So the next game here, Packers and Bears. Packers got it done, but
they did.
Oh man, Aaron Rodgers not looking good still.
And the offense is just so bad. I don't get it.
18 for 31, 182 yards and a touchdown. That is not back-to-back MVP Aaron Rodgers we're seeing out there.
They were losing most of that game too.
You know, it's tough when Aaron Jones goes down. I think this is second week in a row he's been hurt middle of the game. Just not a good look. But A.J. Dillon, 93 yards, and Christian Watson got himself a 46 just bust off. Hopefully hopefully Aaron Jones comes back healthy. Hopefully he can get back to dominant ways. Fantasy team would love that. But Alan Lazard led the way on their receiving side for 67. Christian Watson, another touchdown. So that, this dude kind of starts to seem like he's the real deal.
Yeah.
Which there were question marks through, the first 8 weeks?
Well, yeah, I mean, he had an opening catch. He had a touchdown catch on the opening play of the year. Dropped it. It was wide open touchdown.
Oh, my God. Sorry, guys. Breaking news. Aaron Judge just signed to the Giants.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Hold on. Sorry.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. I have a Bleacher Report notification right now.
I don't believe those morons. Nope, don't believe it.
Hold on. Where's Daddy Jeff at? Sorry, guys. We'll maybe cut this out. Yeah, let's
I don't believe it. I didn't. Oh, I'm on the wrong Twitter. That makes a lot of sense. No, it didn't happen. Nothing happened yet.
Hold on. Where's Daddy Jeff at?
He didn't say anything. It just says it appears.
Oh.
It's not official.
Hey.
Nothing's official yet.
I'm just saying that there's a Bleacher Report notification that says Aaron Judge to San Francisco Giants. Sorry, guys. False alarm.
John Heyman, by the way.
Yeah.
John Heyman,
yeah. Not a good look.
Just know that.
So we might just cut that bit out if we can. What were you saying? We're talking about that receiving core.
Christian Watson, yeah.
So he seems to be the real deal, which is huge. But I really hate to say it, but I think it's time to let Aaron go, even though you signed him to that 3-year deal. He doesn't want to be there. He may tell the world, he may tell Pat McAfee that he cares the most. I think he's a clown. I think he's done. He was done even before he signed that contract. He was even more done when Devonta Adams got traded and when they didn't do anything to help him out. I just say give Jordan Love the reins because, it's his last year. It's his last year.
You have nothing to lose, really.
You don't.
You have nothing to lose.
It's his last year under contract. I'm pretty sure.
Jordan?
Yeah, I think this is year 4. I think this is year 4. You're halfway through the season. You're not making the playoffs. Might as well. Aaron Rodgers isn't playing like an MVP. You guys don't have a good O-line anymore. Aaron Jones keeps getting hurt. A.J. Dillon's going to be right after him because that's all they do is run the ball. They got to do something different. When Jordan came out, week 12.
Like I said, that was garbage time. That game was way out of hand.
I know it was garbage time, but he looked decent.
He was making throws.
Yeah.
He was. I don't know.
On this Bears side, holy shit. All right, Ben, let's play our game. How many completions / attempts? And how many yards for Justin Fields?
How many pass attempts?
Yeah.
He had 27.
25.
Damn it. I'm always 2 above. I think last week with Mariota.
How many completions?
13.
20.
Oh.
You're a little off on that one.
They're actually playing well, I forgot. Or he was playing well.
How many passing
yards?
He had
a 68-yard run, I know that, or 58-yard run. He had a 160 passing yards.
254. Plus 2 picks.
Yeah.
He got their only.
Cost him.
Him and David Montgomery got their touchdowns. That's it. I don't know how to say his name, but Amron's brother, sitting there, 3 for 85. That's big.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, the St. Brown brothers are good. They're both good. You can't actually go anywhere without seeing an Amon-Ra jersey around here. But
and then that's a good game out of him. This is a receiving day for Justin Fields threw the ball, and I'm sorry, but if he starts being accurate, doesn't get the picks, he could be good. He could be.
It's gonna hurt me.
Because his legs are there. And I thought coming out of college, he had some of the most unreal talent. Because I saw what he did at Ohio State. He was really
Ohio State.
Yeah, I know it is.
Look at all the quarterbacks before, like Cardell Jones,
JT Barrett. Yeah, I know.
And look who's there now. CJ Stroud is literally a carbon.
But let's be honest. Let's be honest though, because if Dwayne Haskins didn't die, he'd be a starting quarterback right now somewhere.
Right, but I'm just saying, look at the play styles of Ohio State's quarterbacks from the past 3 or 4 to who's CJ Stroud, who's there right now. CJ is a literal carbon copy of Justin Fields.
Yeah,
just slower.
Yeah,
I think Justin's faster.
Oh,
I could be wrong, but I believe Justin's faster.
I just think if he can get a little bit more dialed in, if he can get a good quarterback coach in there to help him improve, because I feel like he's doing things on the fly right now, and he's trying to do it himself.
He
right.
He can't do anything.
Right. But I think he needs a good just foundation there. Like, if he had probably Doug Peterson as his head coach, it's a different story for this Bears team.
Well, and he's turning Trevor Lawrence around.
Exactly. Exactly. But it was a good day looking at him throwing the ball. At least Chase Claypool got targeted, or he caught 5 passes. But for 28 yards.
They need to at least throw his way. They weren't even throwing his way.
No.
When he first got there. This was the first time Claypool had more than 4 targets with Fields as a starting quarterback.
Yeah.
And he had 6.
It's not good. But overall, besides the picks, Justin Fields had a pretty good day. 250 yards, that's good for him. 71 on the ground. It's a huge day for him.
Their defense is just bad, so...
Yeah. And the weird thing is they've drafted very, very defensively heavy the last couple of years.
Outside of Justin.
Right. They have drafted defense, and it just hasn't worked out for them.
Yeah.
Our next game, man. Some stinkers this week.
There was a lot of bad games this week.
Pittsburgh versus Atlanta. Pittsburgh got the win. Let's start with the losing team, the Falcons. Marcus Mariota, still disappointing. He's had a disappointing 4 weeks. when he
The
was
team's not playing well either.
right.
That's the problem.
You lost Calvin Ridley for the year. That was tough. Then you traded him away. Now you have Kyle Pitts, also done for the year.
Yep.
Not good. Drake London can't do everything.
No, we can't. Not without a leader.
No.
Right now.
And I don't. There's not a leader on that team. I think the closest you're getting to a leader is Cordell Patterson.
That's true.
Just because veteran status that he's had there for the last couple of years.
I'd call him a leader. He's done well.
But Marcus, 13 for 24, 167 with a touchdown and interception.
Damn, I would have had that one with 13. That's crazy.
Cordell and Algier, 110 yards together. Drake London led the way, 6 for 95. Huge game for him. No touchdowns. Trust me, I had him on my bench. Not a great day for me.
Bad balance.
But, kicker got a lot of love this game. And you know what? I'm putting my hands in Young Ho there.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a bad game.
Yeah.
Nobody can fucking score. It's just field goal after field goal. It's like I'm watching Justin Tucker out there again.
Yeah, I mean, Kenny Pickett didn't really do much better. 197 with a touchdown. Najee Harris continues to be what we all thought he was. Dude just runs hard. He's like every Alabama running back.
He's got no one to block for him. That's the problem.
But he did sling the ball a little bit. I mean, 76 yards to Freiermuth. Deontay Johnson finally coming out. You need him to be good because he's not bad. Pittsburgh knows how to draft wide receivers. But here's the thing. George Pickens, give him the ball. He's your best receiver. He is.
Yeah, that's true.
1 target for 2 fucking yards? What are we doing?
1 target or 1 catch?
1 catch for 2 yards. What are we doing?
He had 2 targets.
What are you doing?
I just don't think he was open. Well, you have to remember, the secondary for Atlanta is their strong suit.
Yeah.
They had last year the best cover corner per game, like yards per game, in the NFL.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's why he only had 2 targets, because he just wasn't open. That's what happened.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just feel like they need to design stuff for him to get open. Like, I think he's up there with Drake London, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. Yeah. I think he's up there.
Oh, yeah.
He has the hands. And that's scary. But I just don't think he's got a quarterback that's going to place it where he needs it to be. It's just how it is.
No, I don't think Kenny's good at all. But I don't think Mitch is any better, so he's a captain of that team. So the fact they have like 5 wins is just shocking to me.
Yeah. Our next game here, though, this was the one that piqued my interest throughout the day, was Jets and Vikings.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
I thought that coming into this game, it's a big defining game for Mike White.
Good way.
And here's how Mike White did. He threw 2 interceptions, but threw for 369 yards. Nice. Yeah, he threw 2 picks. Completed 31 passes, though, out of 57. Dude loves to throw the ball. Crazy. 369 yards. Nothing to scoff at, either. That's a lot. That's a lot of yards. Don't even know this guy. Zonovan Knight. 15 for 90.
Rookie from NC State. That's who he is.
You didn't have Michael Carter this weekend. James Robinson didn't do anything. Elijah Moore didn't do anything. But on this offensive, Garrett Wilson 8 for 162. Corey Davis,
targets.
another guy who's not bad, has to have a quarterback. Just has to have a guy to throw to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Mike White is the answer for this team.
Well, it's not Zach Wilson.
No, it's not. You know you lose a locker room when your teammates show up in Mike White swag.
Yeah, Zach Wilson's time is done.
Yeah.
In New York.
Yeah.
Well, New York A, sorry.
Not good.
He's got a New York N, but not New York A.
You know, Kirk Cousins did not have a stellar game.
No.
21 for 35, 173, and a touchdown. I mean, Dalvin, 20 for 86. I out of Dalvin Cook, I expect a lot more out of that. And I really thought they were going to run more 50-50 with him and Madison this year, and Madison has barely seen the field.
That's because Dalvin is better.
I agree, but I also think Alexander Madison is good.
He's good, he's just not Dalvin Cook.
Right.
That's the problem.
On this passing side, though, the Jets' defense really shut them down. I mean, Justin Jefferson. Yeah, Justin Jefferson, 7 for 45 with 1 touchdown. That's
well, I mean, that's because not only did they A, have Sauce Gardner on him, B, they had safety help over the top.
Yeah.
Justin was not getting the ball.
I expect
he still got it 7 times. So that says a lot.
Yeah. I don't ever expect to see this name as your second leading receiver, Jalen Reagor. Didn't expect that. TJ Hawkinson, you just need to be better, man. Like, you got traded to this team. You got out of Detroit after, what, 2 years? Or
they're
a
not
year?
using him the way Detroit did. That's the difference.
Right.
They're using him different. So, I don't expect to see the stats he put up in Detroit.
I don't either, but I expected him to just be inserted into this offense a little differently.
He's still blocking.
Right.
Running offense, but he's just not being utilized the same as he was in Detroit passing.
Right.
And I don't think they planned to do that.
I also think Adam Thielen's fallen off. Really do.
Injuries, they add up after a while.
They do. And Adam Thielen has been good, but I don't know, man. I just think that this Minnesota offense isn't as explosive as it should be.
No, but they've shown that they can be.
Yeah. Oh. Let the Dan Campbell show
Now, this
keep
is where I thought
going.
you were going when you said the other statement before the Jets Vikings. This is the game I thought you were going to.
So I just want to say Jamal Williams is a dog.
Yeah.
He got that dog in him, and I believe he leads the league in touchdowns.
14.
The dude is an animal. He is a red zone magnet.
Yeah. The Lions played as perfect of football as they could have ever asked for against a team they should have beaten. They should have won that game. They were favored. It was 3.5, which is a little lower than I thought, but they should have won that game. They didn't punt, which is something I don't think I've ever heard of from the Lions. They scored on every possession.
Yeah, they dropped a 40 burger.
I was stunned. It was just they played well. Trevor Lawrence did get hurt. He came back, but he did get hurt halfway through that game, which hurts them.
I just don't think it would have mattered.
No, it wouldn't have mattered because they scored on every possession. But they didn't get a chance to really try.
I mean,
that makes sense. They weren't winning that game anyway.
No, here's Trevor's stat line: 17 for 31. I know he got, like you said, he got hurt. Just not a good line.
He got lucky, actually. I was watching a breakdown of what happened.
Uh-huh.
He got lucky. His ankle was bent a certain way, and it didn't get trapped and just snapped.
Yeah.
It was like in a way where he was able to roll out of it.
Right.
Because it was trapped under a Lions defender.
Mm-hmm.
And then somehow his knee didn't pop. Couldn't tell you. His MCL not being strained. Couldn't tell you.
179 and a touchdown. But,
Yeah,
he left the game.
Not good enough.
Travis Etienne, 13 for 54. Not a great day. He had Christian Kirk, though. I'm going to say it.
Lions defense played great, though.
I'm going to say it. Christian Kirk's performing a lot better than we all expected.
That's true. So is Zay Jones.
Evan Ingram got a touchdown in there.
Zay had a bad week, but he's been playing better.
Yeah. He has. And, just wait till next year. Just wait till they get Calvin on the field. This offense.
I've heard that one. I've heard that before.
I think once Calvin gets on the field, it'll be a little different. Let's go over.
Cubs fans said that for 105 years. There's always next year.
But on this Lions side, Jared Goff, 31 for 41.
It was a good day.
Jared Goff's good.
Perfect.
340, 2 touchdowns. DeAndre Swift, 14 for 62. This is what you want to see. DeAndre Swift, run the fucking ball. And he got a touchdown. Jamal Williams, 11 for 35. Got a touchdown.
Right,
Perfect.
Well, he was only targeted once.
Amron, 11 for 114 with 2 touchdowns. DJ Chark, 5 for 98. D Swift, 4 for 49. Man, it's just was fantastic. And how did Aiden do? Made 1 tackle, 1 assist, half a sack. Not bad.
They played good. That's just the bottom line.
I just think this team is good.
I also think that once they fired that defensive back coach, they've only been giving up about 19 points a game.
Yeah.
Just think if he had been in that guy that they promoted had been there the whole year, that Eagles game might be different. That Seahawks game definitely is different. They're not giving up 48 points.
Right.
And losing 48-45.
Right. It's
like they don't lose that game. They maybe don't lose to Kirk Cousins in Minnesota either.
Yeah, we'll see how that pans out this week for Week 14.
They are favored this week. Just know that they are favored against the 10-2 Minnesota Vikings.
That's wild. I want to see it. I want to see it.
-2.5. But they're still favored, which is bananas to me. Really.
Is that 3 weeks in a row they've played at home?
Well, they played on the road a lot early.
Yeah, true.
Kinda.
But no, when this team is rolling on all cylinders, they are scoring a lot.
Yeah.
They have playmakers left and right.
And they got Jameson Williams on the field this week.
Oh yeah, week 2 of him.
And is that boy quick?
Oh, it's going to be something. Next game led to a general manager getting fired.
Yeah, this game wasn't even close. It wasn't close from the start.
So
revenge game.
Let's get into it. Ryan Tannehill, 141 yards and a touchdown. Not great. This is the second time this year that they have pulled Ryan Tannehill. I know it's garbage time, it's whatever, but they threw Malik in. It's just like, why not just fucking go to him?
I have a question.
Okay, I have an answer.
Is Derrick Henry hurt?
There's got to be something underlying happening, because
he doesn't even have 100. Why are the Rays trending? That's not good. They are trending on Twitter. He has under 100 in the last 3 weeks total.
Yeah,
his rushing yards in the last 3 weeks under 100.
It's not good.
What? There has to be something wrong.
I agree.
Right? I can't explain it. No, the offensive line's been pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed. They're still running him. He's getting the carries. He's just not getting the yards.
Yeah.
I don't know if teams are playing it stack in the box and just saying, beat me with Tannehill, but
it didn't matter though if they ever stacked the box. He still ran for 150 a game.
Yeah, but if they're gang tackling efficiently, doesn't matter how good you are.
Right. I mean,
You gotta let Tannehill beat you, like
this.
how Michigan beat Ohio State.
Yeah.
It's like,
This whole offense was pitiful. You only get Treylon Burks. One reception. Yeah, it led to a touchdown.
Wow. He only had one catch because he nearly died.
Oh.
He got hit on that touchdown. He got hit so hard, he still caught the ball.
Oh, I heard he got knocked out. Yeah, I heard he got knocked out.
When they took the ball out of his hand stayed in the same position, but the ball's not there anymore. That's how unconscious he was.
Yeah.
That was ugly. I saw that hit, and I'm like, oh, no.
Hey.
And they were, like, asking for medical, and nobody ran on the field for him. I felt so bad.
That's terrible. This Eagles offense is a problem. They're scary. Shit. Even Uncle Rico got in the game.
Yeah, it's just they're playing well. They're a good team, though.
380, 3 touchdowns. And to cap the, revenge game, you go 8 for 119 and 2 touchdowns, and then your counterpart goes for 5 and 102?
I'm so happy I started him. It actually didn't matter. I played against Lamar Jackson, so.
And
I already had like a 10-point lead to start the week, so.
This game, like, this team is just a cheat code. And this is without Dallas. Go Dirt.
I don't see anybody beating them at home.
I don't either.
In Philly.
I don't either.
Fan base, that crowd's gonna be too electric. I don't think anybody can go into Philly and beat them.
I do not think so either.
The Commanders did it one time. Barely.
Speaking of revenge games, our next one here was the return of Deshaun Watson. And let me tell you, he did not look good. Not at all.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Deshaun. Yeah. Well, I sent you that video.
Yeah. Him in practice. Yeah.
From practice. Yeah, I sent you that video. I mean,
the
receivers were just dropping balls. You know what? Those balls were placed pretty good.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, that looked bad.
This is also my thing of maybe you don't just throw them in there because 131 and an interception, not good in your game back.
The same thing. So when what are they?
They're 5 and 7.
Bingo. We'll throw him out there. He's a professional. He's a former Pro Bowler. I know he's been gone for like 700 days, but like, just throw him out there. Just let him go.
Right.
You're not going to the playoffs. You're not winning the division. Just throw him out there. Who cares?
Offensively, not good. Nick Chubb is about your only bright spot. 17 for 80. Kareem kind of got in there. Donovan Peoples-Jones and Amari, 84 yards combined. Not good.
And I do want to throw it out there. Yes, they won by 13, right? They had 2 defensive touchdowns. Just know that.
Yeah.
So they struggled against the worst team in the league. And they could beat the Bucs in overtime the week before. That just I think the Texans came to play because they were hyped to try and beat Deshaun.
Right at home.
Crowd was, exactly. That they were at home. Deshaun was coming back. There was a lot of build up for this game because this game's been circled since the start of the season.
Since his suspension got handed out.
Yep.
Everybody has been like, wait for Deshaun to come back, and there
was a lot of hype going.
He laid a stinker. Kyle Allen.
Well, they shouldn't even play.
Yeah, Kyle Allen, 201 touchdown interception, not good. But Dameon Pierce back on top of that rushing. You'd like to see it. But yeah,
it's just shocking because Myles Garrett's usually pretty good. But
this offense was also pitiful. Yeah, just not a great game. With Deshaun Watson's name, you had some thought of him just going out there and just unloading the ball. And it just never happened. It
was his first game in 2 years.
Yeah, that's true. All Our next game, though, big head scratcher. Commanders and Giants tied.
That pissed me off. That was just pitiful. I hate ties. That makes me think of soccer. Somebody score.
But Taylor Heineke, 275 and a touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., this dude is legit. 21 for 96. You just keep seeing his name on top of the board there. He's legit.
Well, you love to see that.
Yeah, he got shot 3 times. And he's
only missed 4 weeks.
Yeah. And then Scary Terry, 8 for 105. You love to see it. Like, both of these teams are really good.
I think the Commanders actually should have won that game.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Nobody won.
You know, Daniel Jones sitting here 200, 1 touchdown. He led the team in rushing, but Saquon also had 63. And then Darius Slayton, there he is again. 6 for 90. Isaiah Hodgins, you seeing him, his name coming up there. I start to ask. Weird week.
He didn't even get a target this week. Why do they even dress Galladay?
That's a good question.
What's the point? Like, at what point do you just say, you know what, don't even show up?
That's a good question. He's one of the biggest frauds in sports history.
Well, he's on the injury report today, but yeah, it's just so bad. I just don't get it. He spent all that money. Like I always say, one-hit wonders always piss me off because that's exactly what it is. It's a one hit. He did good 1 year. That's all it was, and he made him $60-some million.
Yeah.
All it took. What did he do with the Lions? So,
yeah, that is true. The next game we've got on dock here is Russell Wilson still has not thrown as many touchdowns as he has bathrooms.
What was the stat I saw? That was really stupid. I think I sent it to you.
You might have.
There was a quarterback that hasn't played in like 7 weeks, and oh no, that was from last week.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't throw any, so that stat's still there.
But gosh, this Broncos offense is just pitiful.
Bad.
I mean, another stinker from Russ, 189.
But the Broncos defense is still really good.
Yeah. I mean, Cortland Sutton, 0 receptions. It's not great.
Realistically, if Tyler Huntley didn't lead them on that final 2 minutes, they were going to win this game.
Yeah, I mean,
6-3.
Them losing makes Seahawks fans
9-3.
Fucking wild right now, because that just means the Seahawks get a better pick at the end of the year, come draft time, and
that is true.
This has been one of the biggest wins I've ever seen from a Seahawks trade. Like, they got rid of Russ, and he's been playing bad.
Has to perform first.
Hey, they are. But man, this team just laid up a whole stink. So did the Ravens. You know, Tyler Huntley, I've said it time and time again. When he's on the field, he normally just throws the ball. He's
really good at
he deals it around.
Hey, you went to UCLA?
Utah. You know, this was a...
Oh, yeah.
This is just pitiful all around. Justin Tucker.
I can't blame the weather that time.
You know, like you said, Huntley came out in that final drive.
Put something together.
Scored with 30 seconds left on the clock. Didn't leave Russ any time to score. And the Broncos now...
That time. It's not even like they milked the clock. They needed all that time to score.
Yeah, and, you know, the Broncos fall to 3-9 on the year on a team that I thought was going to be playoff contenders.
Maybe you're the jinx and not me.
Hey, I'll take it, though. Makes the Seahawks look better. Next game, which is really unfortunate, is that Jimmy G broke his foot. Doesn't matter. They came out. Mr. Irrelevant came out and beat the one of the only undefeated quarterbacks left in the league. They came out 133-17, and
that Niners team is good, and it's insert quarterback here, and they'll win.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about at work today.
I mean, they have 4 or 5 tool guys.
Yeah, I mean Tua, not a great game. 18 for 33, 295, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Even Skylar Thompson was in there and threw an interception on his only attempt. Your running game, not good. You know, did you see the clip of Jeff Wilson when Tua threw a pick and he started to block his own team almost? Not a good look.
No, I didn't.
It was not a good look. This is pitiful from your rushing attempt here. 7 for 30, 1 for 3. You went out and got Jeff Wilson for a reason, Mike. Use him.
I mean, the Niners...
The Niners defense is phenomenal.
It is good, so the lower numbers is expected. But Tua did, like I said, those incompletions, they were not close.
Here's what I don't like to see. Jalen Waddle, 1 for 9.
Double covered, I don't know what to tell you.
Mike Gesicki, nothing.
He's 50-50. You don't know which version you're
But Tyreek, 9 for 146.
Shocking. Yeah, they doubled Waddle and let Tyreek beat them.
Yeah,
and then couldn't.
And then on this other side, Brock Purdy, Mr. Relevant.
Mr. Irrelevant.
25 for 37, not bad. 210.
He was the first Mr. Irrelevant to throw a touchdown.
Probably. Somebody was comparing him to... A Niners fan was comparing him to Tom Brady. He's got that Tom Brady story, man. And it's like, yeah, come back to me when he wins a couple more rings.
No, Tom Brady took over in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
And had a Hall of Fame quarterback in his position. Jimmy G's not a Hall of Famer. Sorry.
No. I do like Jimmy G.
Bledsoe is.
But, you know, not bad. Christian McCaffrey, 17 for 66, running the ball hard. And then Christian McCaffrey, 8 for 80.
Bingo. That's what you wanted when you go and trade a lot for him.
Yeah, I mean, you got Debo, you got Brandon Ayuk coming in there, doing things. But Christian McCaffrey...
Elijah Mitchell to win the Super Bowl, though.
But
because it just makes them that much more dynamic.
It does.
Against the Cardinals, like, it made it... They just couldn't be stopped.
Yeah.
And you can keep Christian fresh. You don't have to have the entire load on Christian's shoulders.
No, but right now you do.
No, you don't. You still don't, but it lets more pressure, even more off of Christian.
Yeah, I agree. And then you need a healthy McCaffrey if they want to make a shot at this Super Bowl run that they plan on doing.
Yeah.
You know,
I do think it's possible.
Yeah, I do too.
They went to Green Bay last year and beat Green Bay, and they beat Dallas at home.
Yep.
So, do I think they can go into Philly and win? Yeah. Do I think it's actually going to happen? No. But that's for right now. Like 5 more weeks, so.
The Rams continue to be horrible. They were without Aaron Donald this week and out Stafford.
You know what? They almost won.
They sure did. John Wolford, 14 for 26, 178, and 2 interceptions. Because Cam Akers decided he knew how to play football again. And he got 2 touchdowns, ran for 60 yards. You like to see it after all the controversy that went through with him this year. You like to see...
I don't get it.
I don't either. I don't know why they didn't use him to begin with.
Well, like, they went from not using him asking to be traded, to not trading him, to then cutting Henderson, who was getting all the touches.
Yeah.
To then, why didn't they just cut him? If they were going to cut Henderson like that, why not just cut Cam Akers?
You know, that's a good question because they wanted...
It just doesn't make sense to me.
Because they wanted Kyron Williams. He was coming back off injury. He was supposed to be a stud as well. And Henderson was the odd man out, which is weird because he's been your leading back while Cam Akers has been hurt. And he's produced numbers every single week. Just it was shocking. On your receiving side, nobody was above 50 yards. It was just not good. Bobby Wagner had a great game against the Seahawks. Revenge game for Bobby, even though they lost. He had 5 tackles, 2 assists. He had 2 sacks, and he had a pick.
Yeah.
It was a great game for Bobby. On the Seahawks side, though, Geno Smith just keeps proving that he is good. He's playing well. He is playing very well. 28 for 39, 367, 3 touchdowns and an interception. Not a bad game. Not by any stretch, of the imagination. Kenneth Walker goes down early with an injury.
I can tell you why.
I don't want to know why.
I needed him to score a touchdown.
Well, there you go. DJ Dallas came in and carried the load, though. 10 for 37. Not great on the rushing side this week. But man, oh man, did these receivers run rampant. Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf had the exact same stat line. Almost down to the T. Tyler Lockett was 9 for 128 and a touchdown, and DK was 8 for 127. 1 yard off, 1 reception off. And other than that, this team looked great. You had Tariq Woolen getting another pick. And you had Cody Barton getting one too. This team is not bad. I totally thought once Russell was gone, that it was full rebuild mode. But, with the Broncos keep losing and getting a higher and higher draft pick for the Seahawks. And not to mention that they're going to have 2 first-round picks this year. So it's looking good. They were smart. Geno has known this offense for probably, the last 3 years at least. And he's finally letting his time to shine. And this offensive line, he got sacked twice, but they're holding up. They're letting him throw the ball for almost 400 yards.
Yeah, every time I looked at, they were just losing it, but they found a way to win.
Yeah, Geno came in he came in on that final drive, and this was my big thing with him. If we're losing, and this is last second, win for them potentially, can he drive the ball down the field and get a touchdown? And he did against the division rival, against a team that has their number every single year they play. It doesn't matter. 2 times a year, it's going to be a bloodbath. And they came out and they won. And, Geno keeps just getting immortalized in Seattle right now. He really is. He really is. So the next game probably didn't make you happy. The Chargers lost to the Raiders.
They always lose to the Raiders, especially in
Vegas. Yeah.
Just not in LA.
Yeah.
Or San Diego. But just tell me who he had to throw to. I don't know how many times I have to say it.
Well,
he's got nobody. This is what Philip Rivers went through for 15 years.
Well, I could give you some insight. Real quick. This is probably their biggest problem, was the rushing attempt. Austin Eckler, 10 for 35, not going to cut it. It's just not. But Justin Herbert did throw for 335 yards.
I don't know how.
Keenan Allen, love to see this name at the top, 6 for 88. Gerald Everett learned how to catch a ball, 5 for 80. Austin Eckler, 5 for 67. Josh Palmer, 7 for 60.
They need Mike Williams and Keenan Allen on the field at the same time.
I agree.
They're also missing half their starting offensive line from the beginning of the year. That also doesn't help.
I did see that the the Chargers head coach should be on the hot seat.
No, he shouldn't.
I'm just telling you what I have seen.
As a fan of the team, I don't believe he should be. And I'd be the first to say it. I just don't think he should be. When you have so many injuries on the offensive line, defensive line, because Joey's out, right?
Mm.
That's huge. You see what his brother's doing up in San Francisco. It's the same player.
Yeah.
Same person, basically. There's some different first names.
Yeah, I agree. It's just like the Watt brothers, but, cut.
Tackle, I can never think of his name, but that tackle they drafted last year in the first round was doing great, but then he got out. I think he tore his ACL.
Mm-hmm. He sure did.
Out for the year, right? That took a big blow because he was at left tackle. Yeah.
I believe he was, yes. Lintonbaum
that,
or whatever his name is, right?
No, it's a different guy. It's started with a T.
But,
that's a big part of their offensive line.
Right.
And he was playing well. You lose J.C. Jackson. Mike Williams and Keenan Allen can't be on the field at the same time. It's not possible this year.
No.
I don't know what Justin Herbert is supposed to do other than what he's already doing. And he's trying. He had broken rib cartilage for what? 5 weeks?
Yeah, and he looked
where we can
not
significantly
good.
tell that he couldn't run.
Yep.
Obviously, he's fine now, but I don't know what Brendan Staley's supposed to do. Austin Eckler was the only person doing well, and once you just stop him,
the team doesn't do anything.
Doesn't do anything. They don't. They didn't punt. They just punt. I can't even tell you the name of that kicker. Okay, because he never gets used. Because when they score, it's rare, and it's just they're not kicking field goals because they either move the ball or they throw it out. There's no in between with this team.
Well, their kicker is Cameron Dicker.
They just signed him.
It's Cameron Dicker.
Dicker the kicker. Remember they said that on Sunday Night Football, and they're on Sunday Night Football next week.
Mm-hmm.
Because that got flexed in for
Broncos.
I don't know what got flexed out. Yeah, the Broncos got flexed out. Flexed out week 15 too.
Good. Good.
It was the Commanders. They flexed them out, I think.
I don't want to see any more prime.
Them,
I don't want to see any more primetime Broncos games. I just don't.
That might be true. I don't think anybody does.
But this Raiders team, well, let me tell you, where this offense cooks, oh man, it's scary. Derek Carr, 250, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Josh Jacobs, though, 26 for 144.
Yeah, that's Josh Jacobs for you. I don't know what to tell you.
And then go down to the receiving side, the GOAT himself appeared again. 8 for 177.
I saw both those touchdowns.
Right.
He just burned them. One was a post route. Just a simple go post. It's wide open. How he's wide open, can't tell you.
That's crazy. Yeah. It's just Devonta Adams, man. He's insane. He's insane.
He is really good.
He's probably, in the last 10 years, he's been number one.
Him? Yeah, I am. I am extremely upset that I traded him away.
Yeah.
And Mike Evans is cat shit. Just know that.
Let's go to what the rematch of the AFC Championship
game of the week.
Yeah. Let me tell you. Let me tell you about Joey Burr, baby.
That man has beaten Patrick Mahomes 3 times in 2022.
3 times.
2022 alone, because it was January 2nd, January 13th, and then Sunday.
Yep, it's great.
Nuts.
Let's start with the Chiefs, though. Patrick Mahomes didn't have a good game. He did not. 16.
He's also... Yeah, he's in that Justin Herbert where he has Travis Kelce, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Sky Moore.
Yeah. 16 for 27. 223 with a touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. Why even have Elaire in there at all?
I know.
I know I'm pretty sure he's hurt. But
Yeah, I was just say he's hurt. That's why he's not in.
Jerick McKinnon looking good like he can. Yeah, Travis Kelce did not catch a touchdown this week.
Oh, Juju was back.
3 for 35 for Juju, 4 for 56 for Travis, and Marquez Valdes-Scantling 2 for 71.
Well, Cincinnati's defense showed up to play.
They sure did.
They came ready.
They sure did.
You know what? The Chiefs are right there. It's not like they got blown out.
Right.
It wasn't 27-3. It was 27-24.
Yeah, this is exactly what you asked for. This Bengals team has turned it around, though. Man, they look good. They got Jamar back. Oh, baby.
We're sitting here 10 weeks ago thinking, these Bengals and Packers are both really in trouble. And man, what a just two different directions did they go.
Yeah.
The Bengals figured it out. They're 8-4.
They sure have.
The Packers haven't figured it out, and they're 5-8. So
Joe Burrow, 25 for 31, 286 with 2 touchdowns. Great game. I mean,
good to see Jamar back out there too.
P. Ryan though, oh man, he's mean.
Yeah.
He is mean.
They beat him without Joe Mixon too.
They sure did.
That's crazy.
Dude, P. Ryan stiff-armed one of their defenders so hard.
Oh, I think I saw that.
Oh my god, he put him in the ground. It was fantastic. This is what you love to see from your number one receiver coming back from injury. 7 for 97 yards. Love to see that, Jamar. My fantasy team loved it. Tyler Boyd.
Tyler, it helps T. It helps Maul.
Tyler Boyd got involved. 4 for 60. P. Ryan on the day over 150. T. Higgins 3 for 35 and a touchdown. That's fine. He's your second best receiver. But yeah, this Bengals team, once they get Joe Mixon back, and they get the whole crew, because their defense is getting healthy, and oh baby,
I really want to see box score. He was sacked 1 time.
Huge.
I wonder how many times. I'd have to go back and actually physically count it, but I wonder how many. It's not many. He has not been sacked lately. That offensive line is starting to play together.
Yeah. So
the money is starting to pay off.
That is true.
It wasn't beginning of the year.
But Sunday night was a fucking stinker.
I'm gonna be honest. I fell asleep at 10:30.
You fell asleep when the excitement started happening.
I think it was like a 3-point game when I fell asleep.
Yeah.
I woke up with the news on and found out the next morning actually that they put 50 on him.
Yeah. So Matt Ryan still stinks. 21 for 37, 233, 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
Did you really think that Matt Ryan could go into AT&T Stadium on prime time and beat the Cowboys?
Fuck no.
No.
But then you have Zach Moss finally getting 3 for 18. Not much. Jonathan Taylor 21 for 82. It's just what JT does. He puts up big numbers. He's got to get in the end zone more though. That's different. Yeah, nobody else. Alec Pierce 4 for 86. Paris Campbell didn't do much.
Shocking.
Michael Pittman, the guy you need to be performing well, 2 for 16. Not good. Cowboys side though, man, Dak didn't do a whole lot.
Didn't need to.
20 for 30, 170, 3 touchdowns and an interception. Tony Pollard, 12 for 91, 2 touchdowns. Zeke, 17 for 77, 1 touchdown. Shit, Malik Davis, 3 for 29 and a touchdown. And of course, CeeDee Lamb, sitting there with, that's his favorite target. I mean, man, him and, 5 for 71, Dalton Schultz, 2 for 33, Michael Gallup, 4 for 23, but 2 touchdowns. That's good. I just think that for Dak to really get a payday, he's got to play better than 170 yards. He does.
They hung 50.
Off the running backs.
Who cares? They hung 50. Did they win the game?
That's true. But
When he won the
you
game,
know,
he didn't have to. When there's not enough yards, it's like basketball. There's not enough shots to go around. There wasn't enough yards to go around that game. Yeah. They
yeah,
still hung 50. Who cares? They
that's
won.
true. Monday night also big stinker.
I'm gonna be honest. It was like 6-3 when I went to bed. And you know what woke me up? The touchdown for Tom Brady to win that game.
Yeah.
With 3 seconds. That's what woke me up was the crowd. I didn't care to watch it. That game sucked. The black helmets from the Saints, fantastic.
I
That was the
don't
highlight.
like this Saints team at all.
The highlight of that Saints game was their helmets. That's sad.
I mean, Andy Dalton, 230 yards and a touchdown, not bad. Didn't turn the ball over. But when Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara have 27 and 26 yards, it's not
I was
good.
playing Alvin Kamara too.
So
I
yeah,
was playing Lamar. I played against Alvin.
yeah, I played Alvin, and not a whole lot happened for me.
Oh, I was playing against him.
You know, yeah. Taysom Hill was everywhere on this list. He got a passing attempt. He ran the ball. He caught the ball. This team just doesn't make sense, man. They just don't. And the Bucks are not good. You
No,
know,
they're not.
6-6 out of Tom Brady, unheard of, really. He threw the ball 54 times.
They're not going to win a playoff game.
No.
I don't care if they're home.
281 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Leonard Fournette didn't do great. You know, you had Chris Godwin, Mike Evans above 50 yards. But other than that, not a lot happened.
I want to see wild card playoff. Thank you. I definitely think the Jets or Patriots could go into. No, I'm in the wrong fucking conference, Ben. God, you know what? At least I figured it out on my own.
Tuesdays are hard.
You know what? I think the Commanders and the Seahawks could go into Tampa.
I agree.
Actually, it would be the Giants, wouldn't it?
Maybe.
No, it'd be the Cowboys. It'd be the Cowboys. Would go into Tampa.
They could win. They could definitely win.
I think anyone of the Cowboys, Giants, Seahawks, or Commanders, or Lions, fuck it, throw the Lions in there. Because they're actually next up. Just know that.
That's fantastic, honestly.
But I think any of these teams can go into Tampa and beat the Buccaneers because I think they're just that bad. They're 6-6, the playoff team. I'd be so mad if I was the Cowboys or Giants because like the Eagles are 11-1, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're sitting there 9-3, 7-4. 7-4 is not fantastic. It's not 9-3, but like you're sitting there 9-3 and you're a fucking wild card. Like that's just so stupid to me.
Mm-hmm.
That a 6-6 team can get in, but a 9-3 team is the wild card. It doesn't get a home game.
Yeah, it's wild.
This is so wild to me.
Again, this week was weird. Some weird primetime games.
Like I said, next week they flexed out the Broncos and put the Chargers there, which I don't know if that's better or not. But you know,
you don't want to see the Broncos.
That's true. You don't want to see the Broncos on that, so I guess it's better somewhat.
But
I don't even know who the Chargers play.
I do.
Oh, I think they played a cheat. No, I don't. They just played. It was like 2 weeks ago. Week 14. It is. They got flexed out for the Chargers, Dolphins.
Oh,
That's who got flexed out or flexed in.
that shouldn't be a bad game.
Yeah, because the Chiefs Broncos is not going to be a good game.
Yeah. But anyway, I think that's gonna do it for the day. I don't think there's anything else that we going into the week. You were going into week 14 with all the thing of Baker getting released today. There was a lot of talk between him going to either San Fran or LA, and
Mike Shanahan said no.
Yeah, but I think due to how the waiver system works, LA was more primed to pick him up than San Francisco was. And
I don't even think San Francisco would have taken him. I think they're gonna run Mr. Irrelevant. I'm not even kidding.
I think so too. But it's gonna be a weird week 14 for sure. But if you're watching over on YouTube, go ahead, leave a like on the video. Comment question of the day. What do you think the playoff picture will look like come at the end of the season? Let us know your predictions down in the comment section. If you're listening over on Spotify, go ahead and leave us a review. Hit us up on Twitter. Also, let us know how your playoff picture's looking. But anyway, that's going to do it for us today. I'm Kane, and this is Day, and we will talk to you guys next time.